Perfect. I count up so much money lately. I count up so much that they hate me. Yeah, I make niggas mad cause they ain't me. Yeah, I've been in my bag going crazy. I count up so much money lately. I count up so much that they hate me. Yeah, I make niggas mad cause they ain't me. Yeah, I've been in my bag going crazy. Bitch, I'm not.
First don't fuck your bitch in the click you claim. West side when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus, Puffy tryna see me weak, hearts I rip. Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia some more.
I think a little higher. I think a little higher.
So we get back on the video. It's your boy PJ21. I just want to say welcome back to my channel, and also how you guys doing. I just want to say, if you're feeling happy or sad, then my entertainment should bring you joy. And also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We post shit to all social media platforms, and also don't forget to also hit the post notification bell for future videos. And also get the Pizzo Gang merchandise at teespring.com/PJZizzle, no dash gang. And if you think the price is a little too high, then I have a promo code 2Welcome25 in all caps and the number 25. And you have to get 2 items for that code to activate. Okay. So for our next reaction, we have 10 glitches in the Matrix caught on tape. Okay. So like with me like watching like the Mandela effect TikTok compilation, or like these conspiracy theories on Reddit, like it's just it's just very interesting to just listen and also like read about it too. So let's check it out. Okay.
Like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have terrible luck for the next week. One of the toughest questions that have kept humanity puzzled for billions of years is a secret about the origin of life. And anyone with the answer to that holds the key to our liberation from the shackles of ignorance. One which proposes that we live unaware inside a simulation put in place by beings that are far more intelligent. Like a fan would say, we're just pawns in their video game. That's why we dedicate this episode to analyze 10 glitches in the Matrix that was caught on tape. Number 10. The Breathing Land in Quebec. This viral recording of the ground heaving up and down was taken in the Quebec province of Canada in 2018. If you look closely enough, you'd surely see the terra firma that breathes like a human heart. This strange occurrence had many people talking about forest spirits and giant turtles. However, many experienced arborists have unanimously agreed that it's only a question of pull and push. As it seems, this one is between the roots of a tree and the firm soil during a storm. They even gave convincing footage of a similar event that occurred in Finland 2011. But here's the question. What if the original programmers of our world made a mistake by copying a line of code meant for a heart onto another meant for the ground? Just look at the scenario. A creepy, almost unexplainable event happened. Not long after, a video from the past popped up to help us rationalize it. Quite weird, isn't it? In truth, we can't rule out the possibility of an extraterrestrial force at play. Perhaps this is one of those times when our simulators tried to cover up the glitch in the never-ending matrix they put us in. Think about it.
It's crazy because like that thing was breathing, like it was moving and like up and down, and like nobody can explain like how is that possible? Like is that like one of the like land like marks like that like maybe like for earthquakes or something? It's random.
Number 9. The weird dog attack. Do you still believe that the breeding land in Quebec is nothing but mundane stuff? How about dogs caught eating off a car part? That's not just eerie, it's actually quite alarming. It was a stressful night in 2016 for Mr. Kemakar, a mechanic in Turkey, when he decided to park one of his cars in front of his shop and went home with another. And to his utmost wonderment, he met his car banged up the next morning, and without much ado, he notified the police department. After much investigation, the CCTV camera close by revealed that the damage to his car wasn't done by any man, but by 8 stray dogs. The dogs were seen tearing off the front part of his Toyota Corolla like some sort of fresh chicken meat. The local veterinarians in the area proposed that the dogs were probably avenging the death of their friend hit by a similar car.
Or maybe this man, he no, he said you said he was a mechanic, right? So maybe like the dogs were. Wait, give me a second. Maybe the dogs were tearing it apart because maybe it had like meat, like some sort of meat or beef inside the car, because it's like where maybe like the mechanic like probably ate like a sandwich that had like turkey or had like some sort of meat, and like his hands like still had that residue, that meat residue, no homo. And when he was fixing that Corolla, like it still had residue in the car. So that's why like they decided to go like for like the whole sides and the front too. So because like those dogs could have just been hungry, and like the mechanic had meat residue from a sandwich or from anything that from any food that he had on his lunch break. Like they smelt it on that car and they wanted to eat it, so they basically ate the whole bumper on the car.
Number 8. The magical helicopter. When we first got a glimpse of this video of a helicopter suspended in the air with stationary rotors, we thought it was one of those low-budget animated cartoons, but we were astounded when we found out it was genuinely caught on tape. The recording came as proof when a YouTube user named Chris claimed that he saw a strange whirlybird. This helicopter took off, just like magic, while its blades were apparently motionless. Now, that's attention-seeking stuff, especially with the current trend about humans living in a simulation. Photography experts from How Stuff Works, a website that short-circuits conspiracy theories, explain that the phenomenon was actually an optical illusion, one that happens when the shutter of a camera moves at the same speed with the steering mechanism of a chopper. Although, we know that helicopter blades can appear invisible to the eye when it's at very high speed, and we might have understood this one too, but is that truly what happened? Or is it evidence that we live in a video game and we don't even know it? What do you guys think?
I think it was just like the cameras and like the way the propellers were supposed to turn like in a very like fast motion. Like they were in fast motion, but you know how like Superman could move like with like the speeding like light of a bullet. So like the propellers were going so fast that the camera took it in a slow motion. Like they were moving, but they were moving at a slow pace. So I guess I'm just assuming. I does.
Number 7. The unfaithful mirror image. One thing that'll do anything you ask of it is your image, especially the one from a mirror or your shadow. It's not like they have many choices, or at least that's what we believe. However, it seems our super smart simulators are slacking behind at keeping us with that notion. Even someone who is just getting familiarized with the Matrix theory will start doubting what's real. That's when he sees this footage of a mirror image that appears to be disloyal to its owner. Victor.
Yo, that the face did not move, and the kid's face had moved already, son. Nah, son, and that's giving me like one of those movies like called Mirrors or Black Mirror, son, where like the mirror version of that person was like on doing things on its own, like not the reflection of that person. It was doing things on their own, and like the mirror version of themselves were like basically killing like the original like copies and whatnot.
Mr. Cruz, the man who posted this video online, explained how he saw the weird reflection of a man in the mirror. The car was waiting right next to his, but the mirror image did not quite add up to the actions of the man. And he's quite right. You could see it if you carefully work out the still image compared with the owner shaking his head around. Now, how do you explain that? Well, with this, if you still believe that you have control over your reality, especially with loads of evidence from breaks in the Matrix, you must have a robust firewall right around you. Number 6. The light in the mirror. It seems the mirror is one of the best places to observe glitches in the Matrix. Some years back, a Reddit user posted a video about a bizarre occurrence in his room at about 3 in the morning. He noticed that the reflection of the lamp beside his bed had its light turned on when the actual object was in no such state. Many explanations have ensued from this, but the best one we got claimed that the weird light was some sort of residual glow left behind in the lamp by its hot filament. And such light can only be seen at certain positions, as demonstrated by the shovel glass placed vertically to the real lamp. However, it's so hard to accept that such bulbs could produce afterglows. Number 5. The twins that aren't twins. Weird, right? The real story is a lot creepier. One of the most convincing glitches on our list is a tale of 2 ball players bearing the same name, Brady Fiegel. One plays for a team in Oakland, while the other for a Rangers AA club in Texas. Without much stress, you could see the similarities in their face, nose, and cool beards already. They even fancy identical types of glasses. Reports have it that they have the same German ancestry as well. Also,
Nah, like one has like a longer head, like a longer like chin, like jawline, and like the other one like has like a short like jawline.
so at some point in their life, both players underwent a common type of surgery from the same surgeon.
But they both have beards though.
And strangely enough, it was done at a similar hospital. Despite these uncanny similarities in their lifestyle and appearance, we are glad to inform you that these two aren't twins. They were as shocked as you were when the DNA results came out. Likewise, their parents are not related in any way. It's so mysterious. The only possible explanation we could give was that these two are the products of a single line of code from the Matrix, and they were copied in different parts of the regular program, a glitch even the superior beings find very hard to correct. Number 4. David Radcliffe's doppelgangers. If the Matrix twins aren't enough to convert you, then this exciting story about the historical duplicates of David Radcliffe should. If you don't know him, he's the main character in the Harry Potter movie franchise.
Nigga, everybody knows something. Like, all you gotta do is just look at my man face and like, yo, you Harry Potter? Yeah, that's it. Harry Potter.
We've got many reports all over the world about fans claiming to see the face of Harry Potter in ancient pictures. Even the actor himself was invited to the Graham Norton show. He was there to confirm the authenticity of his doppelgangers, especially those which the anchor had verified beforehand as digital edit free. To his bewilderment, they looked very much alike. He could almost uncertainly swear that he was the one. But the cryptic thing about those images was that most of them are funny-looking women. It was only just recently that an active male resident in Serbia was found to look precisely like him, if not even prettier. Actually, it's not hard to understand. When you look at it, David has a perfect lifestyle with money and fame. So the mastermind behind our Matrix must have taken a liking towards him. Number 3.
So they were saying like the doppelganger looked way more better than the original. No homo. Like the heck.
The Mike Tyson videotape. Everyone knows Mike Tyson. If you don't, just look him up on Google. You'd find out that he's one of the legends in the world of boxing, the likes of Anthony Joshua and Mayweather. You wouldn't have to roam the internet for long to see some recorded encounters with Iron Mike. However, there was a particular fight that caught the attention of conspiracy theorists.
I would be caught dead if I was ever to get in a ring with Mike Tyson that nigga. He's somebody that you don't want to get in a ring with, because he would give you a strong punch and you're out, that's you out. And I think either Jake Paul or Logan Paul said that they want to go up against him. Yo, they're done if they do that. Is it because y'all won the match between Nate Robinson and who else? That nigga named Ben something. Yeah, I forgot. But yo, he's Mike Tyson is different. He's a legend. It's not gonna work.
1995, they caught the attention of conspiracy theorists. That match was held on August 19th, 1995 against Peter McNeely, 4 years after his prison sentence. Well, he won the fight all right, but that's not the thing. Try to look closely at the background. Do you see a man holding a smartphone recording the match? That's supposed to be normal, right? Yes, it's only that smartphones with cameras were invented more than 5 years after that fight took place. Now, how on earth did someone pull that off? It should be one of those time-traveling cases. If not, then the fellow must have been filming a boxing show in the 2000s. However, he was glitched back in the time without even knowing it. If you doubt it, maybe you tell us what else to tie in with this other than the Matrix.
He probably just got it. He probably got it early. Like seriously, like, cause like one of the early like Android like ones, like one of the early like Samsung Galaxy like Android. So like he probably like is a technical like guy that's like good with tech, and like he made his own Android, and then like he recorded the fight.
Now it's time for today's best pick. Our best pick for today will prove to you how easy it could be to manipulate reality and how valuable we are at the feet of our perceptions. Number 2. The Zhao Hazhen Floating Cyclists. So far, we presented many instances that support the fact that we might just be taking a long nap in a mind game. But we have this particular item on the list to provide a basis for such possibilities. Not long ago, a man named Zhao Hazhen filled the internet with a compilation of pictures. These photos feature many bicyclists going about their daily business along the streets in China. They're familiar images we see around, only that all of the peddlers were floating atop the shadow of their bicycles. The scenes were so well laid out, you could easily surmise what each of the riders was doing at the time the picture was taken, although all of them were digital fakery to meet the effects that we see. The message they hold was as genuine as everything else on this list. Think of it this way, if someone on Earth could pull this off, imagine how much better individuals with superior civilizations would perform. What if all the strange occurrences we experience in our world were deliberate taunts from our creators, and just like Neo, we live in the Matrix? You be the judge. Before we
Nah, that's some witchcraft shit. Like that's like my nigga just sit on a invisible like bench, and like we're riding invisible bikes and whatnot. Nah, son, that's some witchcraft shit.
move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like.
No.
5 years of amazing. Number 1. The Teleporting Dog in Chile. And for our final entry, we bring you a recording that made quite some rounds on the internet. This videotape features a dog that disappeared out of nowhere during an illegal car race on the streets of Chile. From the short video, you can guess how fast the cars were going, and there's no way they could have missed the dog at such proximity, but it seems the dog went unscathed after all. How such a feat was possible is unimaginable, unless the dog got there only a few seconds after the racers had passed. If that was the case, then this was concrete proof of glitches in the Matrix. Maybe the dog was running away from a life-threatening situation in a bush somewhere, but the extraterrestrial handler of the Matrix sequence at the time was a dog fan. So amidst the fear that the dog might die, he broke off the code controlling the dog's simulation to another portion of the program. At this point, we're going to call it a day. Subscribe to our channel and click on the notification button for more conspiracy analyses of the supernatural. Have a good one, and as always, thanks for watching.
Alright. So y'all let me know. Like this was 10 glitches in the Matrix call and tape. I would say the one that stood out to me was the. Let me see. I would say either. Damn it. I got that really. Let me see. Yeah, I would say like the ones like where the dogs like are like taking apart like that Toyota Corolla, like because I already said like that's not like no glitch, like they just that mechanic that was working on that car, like he had like meat residue, like no homo, like in his hands, and he left like some of that residue like behind, and that's why like all those dogs were like, yo, that car got meat, like that's like no homo. Yeah. So this was 10 glitches in the Matrix call on tape. So let me know in the comment section what you guys thought. Like which glitch in the Matrix call on tape like stood out to you. And I also want to say, what else? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We post shit to all social media platforms. And also, don't forget to hit the post notification button for future videos. And it's your boy PJ021 signing off. And we're PJ Gang.
Do you slide on, bitches. We keep on coming while we running for your juice. Steady gunning, keep on busting at the boots.